2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. But hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. He's in a share of third place. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
You like that, didn't you? And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Such soft hands.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Currently 2 under for the day. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
No, that's too bad. Par putt coming up here. And down she goes. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Well played.
Oh, beautiful little pitch shot down the hill. Thank you. Gets it to go. Great shot.
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South Course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Oh, so close. 4 feet to the cup. Solid par putt, that. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
So I might need to set. Outstanding approach shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. I like the look of this. There it is. Currently 2 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The par 5 ninth is a monster, over 600 yards. Rich, challenging to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
That's a bit out of shape. Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we? Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
A birdie putt awaits. This one's tracking. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Playing now from the fairway bunker. Well, safe on the surface. Maybe it's time to hole a long-range bomb. What's in front of them, Henny?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for par.
It was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
And this putt for a share of the lead. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for a par here. Yeah, you'll take that. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. He has this putt to save his par.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry. This is... Oh, yeah.
That'll affect the scorecard. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Yeah, this is sitting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles.
Quality shot, that one. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for third. That's half a chance of being holed, this one. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Wow, from a dodgy lie, Rich. How special was that?
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Let's begin the 14th. That should find the cut stuff. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just one stroke back and right in it. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one heading towards the green.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
That's inside the range, and that will take him to 3 under. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. Oh, just missed. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
All right, folks, get ready. This should be fun.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Coming up from the bunker. Oh, almost went in. An opportunity to make a par here. Ouch, that hurts. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Yeah, you'll take that. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
That's nicely done. Well, Rich, you think they can make this one?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Ooh. This is a par putt. This one started out on a good line. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Colin Morikawa currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Huge chip here. This would force a playoff. How close was that to going down? And this putt for a final score of 69. Just didn't drop. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Two-K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Nice out the rough here.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. He's in a tie for 14th place. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This one's right of the green.
And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ooh, right by the hole.
Surely it's going to.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt.
That is a huge sigh of relief there, Luke. Finally gets one to go.
Time for the 5th shot. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Here we are at the 3rd. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was a bit of a miscue.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt coming up for his par. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Reg, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This 4th, there's a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Justin Thomas, the major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Opting for the 5-iron. I don't think you planned for that. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Going with the 6-iron here. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. And he's down there. You got to read.
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. And down it goes. Now 7 shots behind after that. The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
From around 180 yards out.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
It was on a good line. Just a 4-footer remaining. Beautiful shot. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Ah, what a shot from the bunker. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
That could play. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Let's return to live play now. Good look at a birdie here.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
A good stroke. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Going with the 7.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, so close. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the 1 shot.
Looking good so far.
Well, at least it wasn't a double. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
This shot from the first cut of rough. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
A bit too much pace on that one. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Okay, steady now. And this one is for bogey. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of this green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
That's just inside the range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
That's frustrating. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
So far, so good.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently at 2 over par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Oh, just missed. 7 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Well holed. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Ooh, that almost went down. A par putt on the table. Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That was a beauty. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. Currently at +3 for the event. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean. Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Pretty good shot there.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for a par now. And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely. Wow, did this come out beautifully? The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Getting ready to play their third. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And let's have one more look at that shot. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And back to the course with the live action. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Going with the 8-iron here.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
This one's for birdie. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short 3rd shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And this putters for a final score of 70. Not sure if they read that the way they were expecting.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
And that will conclude his tournament to date. So it'll be a top 20 finish for this player. Some positive signs there, but still some stuff to work on.
Yeah, it was a good week all around. Some bright moments in this player's game, but overall, it lacked a little bit. Work needs to be done.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henning Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He's currently tied for 9th. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. From around 120 yards here.
Club up. I like this play.
Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Ouch, that hurts. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. That's tiny. 20 feet to the hole. Get in. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. And now at 3 under overall. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Like the look of this one. Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Oh, that's a nice line. Was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This is a good chance. And down it goes. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in 2nd place, behind Jon Rahm. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete. you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Playing from around 150 yards here. He's currently tied for the lead. Opting for the 9-iron. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Great shot. Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in the lead.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Looking better.
That will drop and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 8 under. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's feeling good. Just birdied the last hole.
Oh, can you believe it? That's remarkable. Oh, he'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
19 feet to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make their par. That's frustrating. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. He sits in first position. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. That's a pretty handy shot. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
That's tracking. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green, or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in two.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
Here's Xander Schauffele. And there it goes from the sand. This putt to get to 10 under par.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Looked like they hinged in that stroke. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
That did everything but drop. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. But what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 3. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, so close. And that should secure the par on this one. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Ooh. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in 2nd place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Oh, that tee shot was absolutely pumped. That's given them a look for eagle, Rich.
Oh, loving seeing that aggressive play there, Luke. Great drive.
Nice recovery there.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. That was a gallant attempt. And it certainly makes putting easier, doesn't it? And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
Outstanding shot. High quality.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvy, and Rich Beem, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.